Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. Oh, it's a terrific Tuesday. God has done and continues to do and will do great and marvelous things in all of our lives. Somebody said your attitude will determine your altitude. I don't know about you, but I am in the heavenly zone today, and I thank God for lifting me up to a higher place. Today, I invite you to look with me at 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter, verses 19 through 25, where we find out the words that we needed to hear. It talks about these disciples. They find themselves now having to endure hardness, having to endure tribulation, having to endure suffering. All of this comes to remind them how this is working out God's will in their lives. You know, too often times in our world, you and I, we want to run from any kind of suffering. We want to run from any kind of torture. We want to run from anything that does not make us smile and help us feel good. Well, the writer of this text begins to remind us that all of us who say that we love God, he tells us in verse 24 that Jesus personally carried our sins in his body on the cross, and he became dead to sin, and he is alive right now. He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquity, and the chastisement of our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. You know, we must remind ourselves that Jesus did all the work for us. He did all the suffering. He went through it all. So when you and I go through a little, it does not compare. We must remind ourselves that we are the sheep of his pasture. He tells us that sheep oftentimes want to wander, but whenever those hardships come, let's not wander away from God. Whenever the trials come, do not wander away from God, but listen to the voice of the shepherd who will guide our souls. The Bible tells us in Psalm 23 how the Lord will lead us through dangerous paths because he is with us and he's guiding us. My brothers and sisters, whatever you feel like you're in, I want to remind you, you're not alone. God is there. He promised to lead. He promised to guide. And for sure, he always will abide. So today, put your faith and your trust in God and take the Lord with you everywhere you go, and you'll always be at the right place. And I look forward to sharing with you again on tomorrow.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.